That is 28.95. That is 75,000 TRX airdrop. You heard me.
Cryptoslo, cryptocurrency news and investing.
Cryptoslo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? I'll tell you what, I got out the bourbon tonight because it's been a wild ride today. Bitcoin having a crazy correction. It was about 41. It dropped all the way down to the 30 range and is now trading back at like 34,610. Now, how is the 1334 looking? On the all, we are still overextended. So there is that possibility of going back down to 22K. Now, the important question, does that mean I'm going to sell? No, I'm a hodler. Been here 3 years. I'm hodling. And, I know on nights like tonight, it's difficult if you've never been in crypto to see these crazy price swings. But what I'll tell you is it happened. I basically woke up for 2 years straight watching my coins go down every single day. And this last month has been pretty epic. So it can't always go up. On the yearly, we did break through that 13, headed back down to that 34. We did touch it. This chart is a little off. Obviously, we did go down there. 6 month, zooming in a little bit. 3 month. The 3 month, we were showing that weakness with the breakthrough on the 34. But overall, it is what it is. If you would have, I was so tempted to tether today. I had a stack of ETH on the side, and I was just like, ugh. And I didn't do it. I was going to throw like 10 ETH to die tether, and I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't, even at a small amount, because, once again, I am not a trader. I'm an accumulator, and I'm looking at my sats value. And to be honest, I really didn't lose many sats. I told you I liquidated a bunch of my alts the other day, including my Litecoin. I am still bullish on Litecoin long term, but I'm glad I did. I sold at 175. I had a stack, and it was a nice lock in for something that I've held a while. So I really don't necessarily consider that a trade. I was just locking in some profits, and I'm glad I did, because as I stressed to you guys, lock in those sats. And if you were in a bunch of alts and shitcoins, you got absolutely wrecked. I mean, me pulling, let's see here. If I pull up my block, yeah, my sat value is not looking bad. And that's what I'm concerned with, is a focus on my sats. So going over to ETH, this was like a 20%. Now ETH was close to 1,300, so it did have its 20% too. It's just less dramatic because, it's not as expensive as Bitcoin. I still have my stack of ETH. It's way in profit, so, but I do believe ETH could run higher, and it's kind of too early. The MACD is starting to turn around a little bit on ETH, so we could have a very, very fast upswing. This is the monthly, so you can see nothing, pop, bam. ETH, now it hasn't touched down on the 3 month, 6 month all, showing some weakness on the greater macro trend. But once again, your 34 is down at like 936. So, you can still sleep at night. I mean, if ETH holds at 900 range, it's really not that big of a deal. With that being said, little house cleaning while I'm here. As you know, I always say I'll never contact you. I'll never comment. Always make sure it is the real Cryptoslo. I'll never ask you for your crypto. I just saw this today, this altcoin dad guy. He typed in his private keys, and he thought he was doing something with Binance, and the guy was scammed for $100,000. So once again, The number one rule of crypto: never, ever, 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 ever type in your private key for a support type thing or for anybody that requests it. I hard bookmark official wallet websites once they're verified, to know, even like if I change phones or something like that, that it's the correct, it's the correct wallet. Because that's another scam: is you download a bad wallet, you put your PK in, and then they drain your account. So with that being said, I know today was nerve wracking, and it's tough. It's tough out there. Um, you get tempted. You don't. It's not even about being greedy, because as soon as you close a trade, the dang thing reverses, and that's what would have happened. A lot of people probably sold down here at the bottom of these spikes, right? And then what happens? You end up buying back higher. So, another little good tidbit that I'll give somebody is, typically if I make a move, I always try to make moves when I see the crypto trading sideways. If I'm locking in profits or I'm buying, I just like the stability of it, because you always have these oscillations, right? Each time it goes down and up, it's an oscillation. And buying at the top of a spike is bad, because then it can go down. And then, conversely, you want to watch thinking that you're at the bottom. So, just as a general rule, these deep V's, I try not to trade these V's, because it really is super unpredictable, and you're just setting yourself up to get wrecked. Going over to Bankroll, stockpile still popping, still pulling in my divs. Banker X, Banker X. So a lot of talk about Banker X and the price. The reality of this is, the system will not stop minting Banker X, and really the community controls how the liquidity. If the community abuses the liquidity, isn't rolling, then the liquidity will become less and the price will go down. um, you know Conversely, we have seen a nice little pop on Banker. It's starting to move a little bit, 10.65. So that's a reversal. That's anticipation of the reactor banker system that's going to be added to the system. And I'm not sure. There may be other things, new things, brewing up. I'm not really sure. Haven't heard a ton of details. Now, I didn't forget about you guys. Airdropping for you guys. I know it's been rough out there today, so I'm dropping large tonight. I'm dropping 28.95 on Banker X, which, let's see what that is. That is 28.95. That is 75,000 TRX airdrop. You heard me. I take care of my peeps. 75,000 TRX. So minimum directs, none. Team depth, 100 Banker X. I'm going to give some forethought. I was going to do 500 today, but I know everybody's hurting out there and they need funds. So I'm going to stick with 100. But next week, I'm going to call it. It's either going to be 500 or 1,000. I'm not saying which it is. So if you're not up to spec on that, next week airdrop will be for the larger wallets. So you may want to roll a little bit if you want to get in on next week's airdrop. Budget 28.94 and run it. Oh, I got to put my address in there, of course. All right, and let's see what we get. Tell you what, I made my drink extra stiff tonight. All right, total eligible 85, ready to send. Let's make sure I got enough TRX on my wallet to even do this. This is going to be expensive. And boom. Oh, wait, why did I do that? Wrong button. Sent. All right. Enjoy that airdrop. Again, thanks for being part of the Bankroll community. And as always, play to win. Remember, DApps work in seasons. There's a reason Bankroll has been around 2 years. Don't fight the system. Go with the flow. You know, DApps will come and go on Bankroll. That's how Bankroll works. Follow the money and you will be rewarded. As always, I know there's a lot of people that have done extremely, extremely well in flow. So enjoy that airdrop and you know, buy the baby some milk. So yeah, so Bitcoin 34,795. The one thing that had me fearful about Bitcoin was, and not a lot of people understand it because it's a little more advanced, was the Fibonacci series stuff that I've talked about. Now, um, as I've talked about this before, we hit the Fib 3. I was hoping we would not hit it so fast, but we did, and it does give me a little bit of trepidation because every time we've hit one of these fibs, we've been on a downward trend afterwards. That's at digitalic.net BTC golden ratio. Bitcoin stock to flow still looking pretty solid. Can't complain. So I'm not gonna complain there. But as always, cryptocurrency is considered a high risk, volatile asset. And you have to be prepared for 30 and 40% swings. That's just the nature of the business. So you got to put on your big boy pants if you're going to be part of the game. So hope you liked tonight's video. Hold, hodl, whatever you want to do. Stay strong. Oh, and one bonus thing. I probably will. I was going to try to build out my Patreon, but I'm a YouTuber, so I will, moving forward, I'm probably going to be building a members section on my YouTube channel, and that is going to be a little more, I'm going to give you a little more inside details of the things that I'm doing on a daily basis to lock in those gains. So if you want to be part of that, join my members content, and you'll start to see at least one video a week, possibly two, of my moves or my plan for the upcoming week, or what I've done during that week in crypto. So like, subscribe, and as always, this is Cryptoslo. If you're not talking gains, then we're not talking.